Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea Ali. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Paris, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to soft contour. This is something that I love to do on clients, on myself as well. There are a lot of techniques on how to contour, the products that will work. However, in this video I'm going to talk about the technique that works on myself the most. Also on my clients, the technique that also lasts the longest and looks flawless in videos and pictures. I'm also going to talk about every product that I use for contour and will place it in categories like for beginners, for makeup lovers, for pros, so on and so forth. So with no further ado, let's get into how to soft contour. I've done a lot of videos where I've explained the placement of bronzer, the placement of contour, what's the difference between them. So if you're looking for that video, I'm going to put the link right here. In today's video, I'm going to focus more about the products and the technique on how to make it work so it looks very, very soft. Let's talk a little bit about the product before I get into the application. If you're a complete beginner, I'm going to give you two options. One is Rare Beauty Bronzer Stick, which blends like a dream. It's very hydrating, so maybe if you are oily skin, you want to stay away from this. Another product that, it will blend seamlessly. They're very similar in terms of texture. Is this one from LYS. If you're in the United States, you want to check out this brand because it's really good. In Europe, we don't have this yet. And also what I've noticed about these products is that the colors in general, the range of colors go very, very warm, which is not ideal if you really want to sculpt the face. Rare Beauty, on the other side, is a little bit more cool, you see? Just a tiny little bit more cool. This color in particular is Power Boost, and the LYS is No Limits Motivate. This also blends so beautifully. If you're a beginner or not, you will love these products. Also, if you're the type of person who is a sucker for packaging, because this packaging is exquisite. We're talking about the contour sticks from WESTMAN Atelier, and the colors that I use the most are Truffle and Biscuit. Biscuit honestly is the color that you want to really use for contour because it's very cool. It's a very, very cool color. And this one, I'm just going to apply it right here. This is Truffle, and as you can see, it's a lot warmer. Well, not a lot warmer, but it's definitely warmer and darker. This is the type of color, the Truffle, that I personally would like to use it in my technique. If I had to choose between Biscuit, although Biscuit works as well, but you will see later in the video why Biscuit would not work for this technique on my skin. But if you're lighter, it's gonna be amazing for you. This one would be a color that would suit me a lot better. This again blends like a dream. It's not too hydrating, just enough for you to spread it really easily. And also the colors are really nice. The fact that it's in a stick form, you know, it helps a lot. There is something about these products, they definitely have my heart. Now, let's go to the next category, which is a makeup lover, which means that you most likely apply makeup every day. You contour, you highlight, you use blush, you know how to use every category in the book. So for you, I will recommend Huda Beauty Tantour. The reason why this is not in my makeup for dummies category when it comes to the easiness that this would spread is because it's a lot more matte. It has a lot of pigment. You apply a little bit and you know it spreads amazingly. A little goes a long way. If you're a beginner, usually we tend to apply a lot and then we get scared because we don't know how to fix a very pigmented product. That's why I would recommend this for people who are really into makeup. Same goes with Fenty Beauty. This is one fantastic cream bronzer slash contour, depends on the color that you're using, that I wish a lot more people talked about. This really is amazing, and this is more like an in-between product. You could use it if you're a beginner. You could also use it if you're a makeup lover, because it spreads really nicely. It does not have as much pigment as this. It's a bit more hydrating. You can even see it in the pan. Like, look how much more matte this one is from Huda Beauty. And this, you can see it's very shiny. So it has a beautiful shiny finish. And then a product that is definitely for pros, in my opinion. Pros meaning makeup artists or makeup lover. You don't have to be necessarily a makeup artist to use this, but it's a little bit more hard to use, in my opinion, also because it has pigment. It's not as easy to blend as this or as this. So yeah, this is definitely for makeup lovers, pros, like I said. And the last product that I wanted to talk about is the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. And this is in the color Mocha. This, again, it's not as easy to blend, but boy, this product lasts so well. This and this are the two products that I would probably make sure I have in my kit if I had a job where, you know, the makeup needs to stay for long hours. I personally love these two. I think they're really good for, like I said, longevity. Use whatever you want. Obviously, this is more of a bronzer, so people use this more of a like a cream bronzer, but in my opinion, certain colors can be used as contour. Now, let me tell you this. Before I get into it, the most important thing is to prep your skin. Prepping your skin could be applying the moisturizer that works for you. For myself, I'm going to apply the BOBBI Brown on top of the moisturizer that I've applied a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to take a good amount, and this is a thick consistency. So you want to make sure you spread it really well. I got you closer because I wanted you to see exactly the placement that I do on my face, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. Like I said, this is one reliable product. The color I'm using is Mocha, and here it is. In here, I have a natural shadow. It's going from around here, and then in here, it would be the most visible, and then it will go a little bit down like this. I don't know if you guys can see. If I talk, you see it better. I gained a few kilos lately, so there is a little bit of extra material right here. Listen, my parents are here and mom is cooking every day. So we're gonna start from the hairline. I'm not gonna apply where my natural shadow is. I'm gonna apply it higher, because as you blend, you need to blend a little bit upwards, a little bit downwards, because you don't want to have a straight line, right? So at the end of the day, we'll go a little bit too low. If you place your contour too low, it's going to make your cheeks look too low. So that's why I want to get it a little bit higher. And here's what I do. I don't know if you can see, but right at the corner of my eye, I go a little bit like this. You see what I did in there? Because I want to sculpt. I want to sculpt the face. And then with my face shape, because I am pretty round right here, but I like how wide I am right here. I don't mind this stronger feature about my face. I have this from my dad. However, with contour, what I can do for my face shape is to make this part right here be a little bit more slimmer, a little bit more feminine. By placing shadow, you know how people place the shadow like here in here? And I used to apply my contour like that as well. However, now, I don't know how to sit so you can see better, but I think if I look straight at you, you will get to see this better. So now I want to place my contour right here and almost like a semicircle, like, I don't know. Do you see how just takes a little bit of this side of the face, leaving this a little bit more prominent. That does not bother me. This is exactly what I want. I want this part to be a little bit slimmer, but I want this to be sort of emphasized. And then when I look at my nose, it's a little bit crooked. So I'm going to make it look slightly more straight. So my nose tends to go this way, right? And therefore I'm going to put the contour right here a little bit more inwards than on the other side. Let me show you. You could apply the contour directly with the stick, or you could use a brush, you know, take the brush, do your contour. It might be easier like that. It's super important for these two lines right here to be somewhat straight. And then I have a very short nose. Actually, the center part of my face is the smallest, which I'm always trying to make it look bigger than it is. Meaning the second part of my face goes from the base of my eyebrows to the tip of my nose. So this is a little bit smaller than this or than this. So that's why, honestly, I like a longer nose. I would like my nose to look as long as possible because it will balance my face. Now with a brush, I'm going to take some product because I want to apply the contour on the eyelids. And basically what you want to do is connect the nose contour with this shadow because we naturally have that. So look at this shadow that I naturally have, right? So you see how the shadow connects with the nose? That's what we're trying to imitate, but make it a little bit more dramatic. Now, again, because I would like to make my face look a little bit more slim, I'm gonna place a tiny little bit of contour on my forehead, right here on the sides of my forehead, more like this, because this is going to be blended in the hairline. Here, a little bit. This is going to help pull the eyes like so. Honestly, you could do a whole face of makeup with just foundation and contour. I like to apply my contour on my lips as well. Trust me, it will make a difference. Next, I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer. This one is from Hourglass in the color Sepia. And I'm going to apply concealer where I normally apply concealer. And this will be my highlight. These are going to be the zones in my face that I would like to highlight. Right? And a little bit here. Now here's what will give the softer look of the contour, the way you're blending everything. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the color 220N and a synthetic round brush that I use for foundation. We'll place the foundation on the brush, not a lot, like I would say a pump. I'm starting to apply the foundation right here where I have nothing first, and then proceed to blend the concealer. You want to blend first. This is the rule. First, you want to blend everything that is light before you move on with everything that's dark. Now, I don't apply anything else on my brush. Just what I have on my brush, I use the same brush, and basically now I'm going to get whatever product I had left on the brush on top of my contour. And this is in real time, guys. I'm going to show you in real time the whole process. Look how beautifully it blends. Let's blend a little bit more here. Now, this is not like a major change, but you can see now the face has this very natural, very soft shadow on the face. Like all the shadows are not too harsh. Not as harsh as if you apply this on top of your foundation, then blend it separately. I think that when you apply not necessarily all the products together, but when you have first the contour and then you apply the foundation, they're just doing something to your face. Let me show you what I do with the rest of my skin to really make it look, I hate to use the word snatched, but that's what we're gonna use, snatched. I'll continue with the makeup, the good old Laura Mercier. It's not the only powder I'm gonna use, but I'm starting with Laura Mercier. If I want this makeup to really last, be very soft, right? So starting with Laura Mercier on a powder puff. The power of this powder, I don't think anyone ever put the finger on it. It's actually when you're using it with a powder puff. That's when you really see the power of this product. I mean, of course, it's amazing when you're applying it with a brush. It's a lot more of a softer look. However, this product applied with a powder puff is really showing its power. It's really showing why Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder is almost like a song, like everyone knows, right? This is going to seal all my makeup in place. Powder is the one blurring the skin. Powder is the product that will give that flawless airbrushed look of the skin, not the cream products. The cream products actually alone, they will add texture on your skin if you don't know how to use the powder in order to help them. Okay, so there's that. Let me show you the next product that you'll want to use when you soft contour. All right, this can be more than enough for most people. You just spray your face and that's it. However, if you really want to go one step further into the soft contouring and you really want to make it look really beautiful, natural, you want to add another product, and that is powder contour. And powder contour has nothing to do with bronzer, okay? Here is where we're not playing, because if you really want to sculpt the face, you're going to use a color that is more of a grayish, okay? It's not warm, it's not gray, it's somewhere in between, and most importantly, it's matte. A shadow is always matte, okay? So no iridescent stuff, no, matte, okay? This palette, if you're a makeup artist, you will get a lot of use out of it. For me, this color is the one that I use the most. I also have it individual. You could buy these individuals if you want. You don't need to get like the full thing. I'm not gonna lie, I like to use small brushes for contour. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. This is Refer 16 brush. It's a blending brush. And make sure the product is nicely distributed in my brush. And then I further contour, just like you would draw. Imagine you're drawing on a piece of paper. You don't want to go deep, like you don't want to go straight into like pressing the brush on your canvas, right? You want to start like, oh, let's see what this does. That's how you want to start with the product on your face. Okay, and we are going to deepen out this shadow. Right here, there. Do you see how it's a little bit more lifted? gonna take a little bit on the sides of the nose. Again, I'm going to contour a little bit more right here because, like I said, my nose is slightly going this direction. And same thing will apply right here. Same thing where I will apply it exactly where I've placed the cream product. But this is going to be more strategic. I'm also going to apply some contour to emphasize this shadow that I have under my eyes. I like this. This one right here, not this one right here, right? And of course, jawline. And here's where I'm going to apply a little bit more. Like a little bit more. Now I'm going to take a big brush like this. This is an IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 8 brush. Fantastic for this particular step because this is going to beautifully spread the product so that at the end there are no harsh lines on the face. Next product, I know a lot of products, right, for a soft contour look, but this is it, is the Ambient Lighting Palette from Hourglass. Apparently there are more colors, so it says dim light, dim light. I'm gonna take all of these like so. With that IT Cosmetics brush, which I strongly recommend. You wanna get all over the face with this. This is a beautiful finishing powder. You could use it in multiple ways, but this is one way I like to use it. Beautiful finishing powder. It's going to just make everything come together. Now, are you seeing this very gentle light my cheekbone is catching? That's all thanks to this. This is amazing. This palette is like the product that you don't see it, but it makes the whole difference on your skin. Okay, I'm going to do my makeup off the camera. I'm going to do something very quickly and be back at you. All right, guys, this is the rest of the makeup done. A little bit of highlighter on my eyelids, mascara, eyebrows, lipstick, and lip balm. I'll mention everything in my description box. Well, I'll have Antonia mention everything in the description box for you guys. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and that you've learned something new. Let me know in the comments what other techniques, products, tips, I don't know, things that you've seen on TikTok that you want us to demystify in here. Let me know. Don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat, on TikTok as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!